pretty sure I'm live. Let me check. Cugsley. Let's see. Oh, well, yeah, it's the stream is showing that it exists, so that's good. Maybe. No, no, no. Maybe? No. Maybe? No. Maybe. No, no, still not live. Maybe I'm live now. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Cool. All that stuff is going well. Beautiful. Awesome. Let me just set up my stuff here real quick, get things rolling. Alrighty. The area that I do this stuff and record has been a lot cleaner recently, so I can just relax without having to look at a bunch of stuff on the table. I love it. I'll wait till people join in. Did I actually do anything, or did I just record? Change clock time. Okay. I edited volume. That's enough to save it. Cool. You know what? I ought to announce the live stream to the Discord. Let me do that here. Alrighty. You know, I find it preposterous that I have 556 subscribers, but only one viewer. Fucking wacky. Let me lose here. At everyone. At everyone. There we go. I'm live. As in, I'm living. Living large. Living like Larry. As some would say. Living like mother flippin' apostrophe Larry. Oh, yeah. Here's the link, by the way. By the way, here's the actual link to the live stream. Yeah, I forgot to mention the part that I am currently live streaming, not just alive. There we go. I wonder if you can hear me. Yeah, okay, you can. Good. Okay. So, I'm gonna work on this a little bit. Want people to join. Let's get this done. You know what? This will be a live stream where I work on isolation more so than I usually do on stream. So, currently, I'll kind of explain where we're at right now. Well, that won't do you very much good since you don't really know where the game is at in total. Okay. So, all context removed, and this wall also removed. We are working on a sewer area, specifically like a flooded area of the sewer, but you're not always in a flooded area because, you can go up and down different sections, fornication. You can go up and down, like this ladder here. Pretty cool ladder, by the way, if I say so myself. And, navigate through. So this is what I'm currently working on. Right now, I'm working on this ladder in particular. So currently you can go up the ladder and down the ladder, but you can't actually, climb off of it. You can press circle to get off of it. There's not much you can do regarding the rest. So I'm actually going to fix up the ladder first, or rather, Citizen732, who climbs the ladder. So here's how it works, right? Currently, no ladder function happening. By the way, did I ever fix that weird thing with this? Did I? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Yeah. I'm also just gonna set like another one here. This is gonna be like a fail-safe, by the way, because it's supposed to reset pretty quickly. But if it doesn't reset after like a second, it'll reset again. Actually, you know what I never considered? I do positional, right? Bring that up, and then get a not gate, do that. Move this to here. And power it. There we go. So watch this. Boop, boop, boop. Good stuff. That should actually fix that pretty nicely. Okay, so as I was, ladder. Here's how it works currently. Let me get a ladder and place it down here. I think it's on 0.12, or not 0.1. I think it's on 0.5 or 1/2 scale. No, it's on 1. Okay, that makes it simple. So if we have a ladder right here, right? It's actually 2 ladders. They have little microchips at the top and bottom of the ladder, right? Okay. So it looks something like this. And when you go up to it, you just press X, and now you're on the ladder. But now, what stops you from just going down forever? Not much. Nothing at all, actually, as it would happen. So what I'm going to do is this here. I'm going to get a little, like, zone, right? And make this really tiny, right? Like, right there. Actually, oh wait, narrow it too, right? So when I go up to this ladder, right, and press X, I'm currently snapped to it. Now, this zone here senses, wait for it, this. Now, I want the zone to be right there, okay? Or, let's actually move it up a little bit. So, it's right here. So you're actually going to be like right above it, right? That's where you're going to teleport to every single time. And what'll happen is if you go down, right? So I think it is the plus. Okay, yeah. If you go down and it senses the zone, well, one, actually, we're going to make it to where if it senses the zone, you can't actually move anymore. So it's going to stop that in its tracks. It's going to basically say, hey, you, well, fuck me, man. That's, I guess I should put another note there. All right. Yeah, I was thinking, can I just like interrupt it here? But probably not, because this mover is kind of important to stopping the player from moving. So we're actually going to get a node here, do this, put this onto the power bit here. I'm going to organize this later, don't worry. And then connect this to a NOT gate first, actually. So if it does sense ladder base there. Okay, so watch this. There you go. You can't move now, right? Now here's the thing. I just realized I did not think that through. Separate reader. A separate reader. That's what we're going to do, right? That way we can read input completely separately. Now, if you continue to hold down for a little bit longer, I have a little guy here. We'll actually add a reset on there too. 0.2 seconds. If you hit 0.2 seconds, it'll reset this thing here, right? Yes. Up, cool. Down. Now, noticeably, I'm in a bit of an odd position because it reset this. Oh, now you work. That's kind of weird. What? Okay, hold on. Let me Oh, now you work, huh? Well, we're gonna set you to 0.1 anyways, since that might be like a bit better. There we go. Hey, I see you glitching there. Oh! Oh! There we go. Up, down. So, am I missing something here? Because you should turn off pretty quickly. Alrighty, so what we're doing is this. Also, hello. See, I guess this can also prevent from spamming. Yeah, prevent from spamming on and off the line rapidly. What we'll do is this here, right? When that reaches maximum, we'll get a little refresher here. We'll turn that on, right? And we'll connect the reset to this. At the same time, we'll get this little guy here, and we're going to turn off the input for this controller sensor temporarily, right? That'll be controlled by this timer, which we'll set to 0.2. Like, I mean, all in all, it's going to be pretty short, right? I'm going to do that, and this. And you know what, just to be safe about it, because I don't feel like messing around with this stuff, let's just add a redundancy. There we go. Refreshing bit. So now it should be instantaneous, right? Once you go up and then down again. All right, now. See here, please note that it is currently... Why are you like this? Okay, hold on. Now I gotta try this out. So let's back ourselves away. Up against it, please. Okay. Okay. What the? Okay, you noticed that too, right? It completes, but it's not keyframed or anything. Am I missing something? Because that clearly should have immediately... Oh, so now you want to work. That's really odd. Yep. Brought this ladder closer. There we go. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that... Okay, I see. I see. What I'm gonna do is this. If... Let's 0.5, right? Since I feel like that's a pretty reasonable one to go with. If it is... Yeah, so if the person is greater than 0.5, then it'll activate it automatically. So watch. Much better. You know, yeah, I'll keep that for now. We'll optimize later. Make it work first, optimize after it's done, working. So we have half. Don't remix now, just play. So now when I go up to the ladder, I can go up, and I can go down. Relatively smoothly. The next thing is, don't mind the whole, that's a work in progress. Next issue is this. I go up, and I keep going up. Cool and all, but not really what I want to do. So what I'm going to do next is work on this top right end. So to figure this one out, we're going to copy the same general idea as this here and do the opposite. And I'm actually going to put this into a microchip of its own before I lose track of what's what, because when I have to optimize this later, I need to know what's separatable and what is not. So that will help a little bit. Okay. Get off at base. and then we'll have a get off at top. Right? So this one actually goes here. This one is this bit. And then this one is this bit. Wait a moment. Okay, we're going to cheat a little bit with that one. Yeah, okay. And this one, actually. Okay, I didn't think that through. Get rid of that, just connect that here. And then get rid of this, just connect that here. Much better. Okay. Now this will be ladder end, right? And let's get an idea now for where we want to be. So kind of like right around here-ish, right? Is where we want to the next bit. So what we'll do is move this up to here. So if you go past this point, it's actually going to trigger a new animation, which will be you getting up and like standing up off the ladder. A bit more custom. The way that'll work is like this. So once that pushes through, it'll get a timeline. Copy this. This one's going to reset separately. Again, I'd rather have redundancies and then come back later and say, wow, Pugsley, that was stupid. You could have made it so much simpler by doing this. Because that at least means that it works and I can simplify it once I get to the optimization stage. I'm probably going to optimize this one like maybe a week from now at max, but you know, at some point. So, once this happens, right? Let's just do that here. Okay, here we are. At this exact moment, nothing is going to happen because I forgot to put in this thing. Okay. So at this exact moment, nothing happened. I want to make sure that oh, wrong one. That's why. Okay, I want to make sure that there we go. Okay, pause right there. What's gonna happen now is I'm going to take just sure I'll take this one. All right. Now, I'm gonna animate them. Standing YZ farther away from the. Okay. I don't know why it happened like that. Sure. Okay, so then there should be no issue with you just going up the ladder. Right. All right. In position. Awesome. Now what we're gonna do is this. I'll close that. I don't need that. All right. Let's do none of those actually. Okay. Now it's kind of hard to animate this, right? Because of the fact that we're not going to move his actual body. But no, you're watching. Oh, cool. We're not going to move his actual body because a mover is going to do that. So we just have to kind of approximate how he's going to move, right? Always watching. Always watch. I can't do that voice. But yeah. Alrighty. So now Let's do this. Let's do this. And then also rotate the torso. Oh, turn off this here. So this looks really dumb right now, but don't worry, it's getting somewhere. It is getting somewhere, right? It just looks really bad. Oh, come on. What? Oh, come on. There you go. So now we're gonna move that hand down again. And then just have him like stand back up. Okay, there we go, there we go. Hello everyone, hello, how's it going? How do you do? Wow, he's far away from where he should be, huh? Okay, what are you doing there, buddy? Chum, pal, friend. There we go, let's just do that. Why are you just going your leg there? That's not very pleasant looking. This is going to be kind of a rough draft, but what this will look like now is going to be this. Like 0.7, right? Yeah, 0.7. So now what we're going to do is here. 0.6, I think, maybe? Also make sure that's not very good. It's like do 0.6. And this will be like 0.3. Okay. This is just kind of a shot in the dark on this one, but let's see if it actually works. And then lastly, we're just going to do this here, right? Oh, I almost forgot. We also need to make sure that he moves forward a little bit. Just a little bit here. That way he ends up being on whatever platform he's supposed to go on. There we go. So let's see. And I need to make sure that this resets once it's finished. I forgot to do that. That would have sucked. Do that. Get the in animation. Transmitter set. In animation. There we go. Okay. Yep, that's good. What it looks like now. Right? Let's see what godforsaken thing I've created. So I fell down because there's no floor. I'm actually gonna make a floor really quickly. And see to it that it, well, works. Just gonna do that. Make it larger. And just set that up. You know, wall and floor. Let's see how quickly you move up. Now, clearly, right? So what I'm going to do is super easy. We're just going to not 4 and like point. Almost. Alrighty. 1. 0.6. 0.7. And I'm not worried about the animation not syncing with the hands and the players rising like a little too quickly. That can be fixed. Almost. So I think the height's correct. It's actually a little too high. We're going to just decrease that slightly, but increase forward speed. Or rather, I'm going to keep the forward speed pretty low, but I'm going to increase the time that Let's try this out now. Let's see if it works. It's like right on the cusp. Okay. Almost there. Okay, I think this is going to be the one. Let's see. Am I moving at all with this here? It feels like I'm... Okay. I'm actually going to go into the animation and then go into edit mode the moment that the animation starts, just to see. Okay. Yeah, so it's not going quite far enough. That's just the main issue. That should fix it right there. Let's see if that does it. The issue is that he's getting caught. So let's see. I think it's getting caught on not moving forward because he's colliding with the box. Or like the wall, basically. And that's what we're trying to avoid, is getting caught. Right? So really increase the speed here. That should... Don't remix, play. There we go. Let's see if this does it. It's moving at all. Like, it is moving, right? 5.7 meters per second. If he doesn't end up on that floor, goddammit. Okay, well, good on him. It does work. 2.5. God damn it. We're getting there. We're getting there. My God. Okay. Just a little bit less now. Okay, then I can fine-tune the ladder climbing speed and just sync that better, because, yeah, he's currently moving up faster than he is. Fuck yeah. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. So now comes this part, right? Minus, right? Yeah, okay, minus. So therefore, this one. Not 0.7, but rather... Let's see. Now he's going... Okay. Let's see here. 0.65. Yeah, that'll do. Hell yeah. There we go. That's basically it. Let me also therefore change this one to pop. Oh yeah, negative 0.65. Oh, that's 9.5. 6.5 in the negative side. There we go. Okay. Lastly, let's just do one final thing. Now, I was gonna disable the collision on the hand, so I might as well just do that with the ladder. Alrighty, there we go. That's that. Beautiful. Oh, one last test actually. Let's try this out now, right? I'm gonna just group these together really quickly. And let's try 2 ladders. Really quickly, I just got onto the ladder, right? Now let's take a look at where the animation's at. The animation is at currently 28 on the ladder, right? Or in other words, right around here. So what I'm going to do now is this. Every single time, let's actually just do the reset. Every single time at this act, I'm going to send a pulse to reset ladder time. Well, essentially, always in the same spot. Go. Weird. Whatever. Whatever works. Lovely. So, the ladder. And now to get down on a ladder, right? Well, how do we do that? Here's how we... you know what? For right now, you don't. We'll work on that later. But basically, I have to make an animation of you, climbing down onto the ladder, and then, seamlessly put you into this animation. Which, I'm gonna be fully honest with you, I don't feel like doing. Just simply put, I really don't want to do it. So we'll call it a day for where it's at right now. That was fun, I guess. Next bit. We're gonna save this online now and implement it into our sewers. I wonder where everyone's at. Okay. Check it out. Okay, so we're actually gonna skip a large portion of what I'm doing here just so I can get to the latter part to test it out. I'm gonna save my lighter though, if possible. Okay. That was weird. I think my arm got stuck on a door. Alright, so here we are at the ladder. Let's see if it works. Oh, God. You know what? I bet I forgot to do something important. Yep. That's better. Okay, here we go. Alright. Let me guess. Yeah, okay. Should have seen that one coming. We're going to change that to this one. Okay. Here we go again. Up the ladder. It's it. Hold on a moment. There we go. Okay. That actually doesn't work. Okay. Up the ladder we go. Down we go. I cannot go down anymore. Once you're up, you're up. Cool, that works too. Very nice. This is beautiful. Okay. Awesome. So. Oh yeah, sure. And now we're outside of the map. So. I think that works all in all, relatively smoothly to start. That's smoothly to start. That's good. That's good. All we got to do now is just perfect that, which I'll probably do off camera. The next thing is figuring out the kind of gameplay elements of this bit. So where we're at right now is this is kind of like just a small maintenance area for some of the pipelines, right? The main sewers naturally is down here. Now this door is not going to open. This door, no opening. Not happening. Locked, right? So your only way to go is naturally up the ladder, right? So once you go up the ladder, you end up in this area, and then naturally you crawl through here, make your way, and you're now in this little spot right here. Question is, well, what do we do from here? That's what I gotta figure out. What I'm probably gonna do is have some more areas in the upper parts, and then redescend back down into the flooded area. Because I also want to keep in mind where most of the water is, which is right here, right in this part of the sewer. So if you have an area that's further up flooded, you either have to make sure that it makes sense for water pressure and that there's a constant flow of water going into it, because otherwise, where's the water coming from if it's draining down, right? There has to be something to replenish it. So that's what I'm thinking next. What I'm probably going to do is create some more tunnels first and foremost of just pipes, lots of them, and then get to a point where you kind of drop back down. That's what I'm thinking. So this little area right here, super cool. I might have it go into a T section, so one direction that way and then another direction this way. And I think that would be pretty cool. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. The way it works is just take this floor piece right here. Do that. To keep the correct width, we'll just take this, right? Copy it and then rotate it. Just like that. Actually keep it at 1/4 and then bring it over here as well. So now I know the correct width, and then we can just put a piece in between. Naturally. Okay. So, in that case, what we'll do is this. To make it seem like that's not a visual glitch waiting to happen and it's intentional, we'll do this here. And then we will do this here, right? Lovely. We'll do that. And I'll have like some pipes or like a pump or something right here. Point is, there'll be something to block it of some sort, right? Or not block, but like to occupy the spot. Then, what we do is we'll take this bit, we'll actually shift it by a little. There we go. There we go. So now you have like your floor plan. And then, yeah, I want this to go on for a pretty decent amount of length. So we'll put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably should have copied this too while I was at it. Did not think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. You aren't overlapped improperly, right? All right, good. And then same with this one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Oh shit, there's a hole right here. Huh. That's not actually supposed to be there, but I mean, cool, I guess. I'm not sure how I feel about that, actually. I mean, you can't actually see it, I don't think. But I find that interesting. You know, I might actually keep that just because I think that's a cool little random weird detail that might actually like benefit. Oh, and then we'll also lengthen out these pipes. Cool. Next, we're going to find a ceiling piece that does not have a hole in it, preferably, and use that. Here we go. Lovely. So now we have our floor. Oh, no, sorry, ceiling. And then floor is correct. We'll just extend this out as well. I'm going to figure out how I want these grates to go because it's going to be a little kind of cost inefficient to have these grates just because of the fact that they repeat so frequently, right? They're not really meant for wide use. But really quickly, let's just enjoy what we have. I'm gonna just move the player where they need to be. Actually, do you guys want to see what this like what the sewer level, like this sewer part of the level here looks like in full? Because there's actually gameplay here too. I'll yeah, let me show it off. Let me show it off. Also, Cam, quick, verify that you're still. Wow, that was not who I expected to respond. This is Isolation, Stroop Wayfell. Also, welcome to the stream. Well, to be exact, this is Dreams. Let me explain. Let me save this really quickly. So, I'm making a game on a game, right? Cam and I, who is in the live chat here, is like the main developer, and then I am the kind of assistant, I suppose, or I'm the person with the hammer, he's the person with the brains, kind of. So let me show you. Let me show you. Yeah. Do you know about Dreams, or are you like new to this? Because if you're new, I will happily show you kind of what generally this is and how it works. Also, how are you doing today? Welcome on in. So, no, you're new to this? Okay. So this is Dreams. Oh, hey, I have a notification. Cool. So this is Dreams. Though you plan to be a game developer in the future. Cool. Awesome. In that case, this is a cool tool to kind of use and try and get started with, at least for basic stuff, right? It's like $20, I think. It might actually be cheaper than that. I think it's on sale now. So this is made by the same developers as like Little Big Planet. Now what this is it's like Little Big Planet but 3D. So you have dream surfing, or like in Little Big Planet, you'd be going on to see other people's like Earths and see the levels. People have created little, I guess, like sculpt tutorials. People have created animations. People have created a Bee the Bee. I guess it's a game about being a bee, right? Sculptures, weird things, Sonic ripoffs. Basically, this is a game that lets you create whatever you feel like. This was a fun one, by the way. So here's like a short little snippet, right? And because of the fact that this is a 3D engine, you can create things in a myriad of different styles. So this is one kind of game on here. I think this one's going for like the more realistic-ish looking. Now, because of the fact that this is still pretty limited in terms of like processing, the graphics that you actually get when you go for hyper-realistic tend to be more on like the early 2000s side, or like I guess like mid 2000s side, before 2010. It's like kind of like this look, right? Which is still like really cool. So the way it works, I'm gonna play through the whole thing. You know, Little Big Planet is awesome. Love LBP. LBP 2 is my favorite. So the way it works is that when you create a scene, right, you can do like a new element, a scene, or a dream. An element is like an asset, right? That's something that you just place down, or something that's an item, a character, it's an asset. A scene is where you place your assets in. And then this is basically like, think a level in a game. That's your scene. And then a dream, right, is a collection of levels. So that would be all the levels strung together. So when you finish one level, you go to the next one. That's compiled there. So this, if an element is an asset and a scene is like a level, a dream is like the execution file of a program. That's like the final product, right? That's the compilation of all of them. And then a collection is just like a playlist, basically. But that one's not really as important. So in here you can 3D model. I can go into modes. And there's different kinds of modes. There's sound mode for like music, sound effects, all that stuff. There's effects mode, which changes how these little things down here react. I'll show you that later. There's style mode, which also edits kind of how objects look. I'll get to that later. Coat mode, which changes color of stuff, right? And you hold R2 to change colors. Or you can do like random. Or you can do different colors, stuff like that. There's other stuff you can do too, like you can apply a finish. You can make it glow. You can make it not glow violently. You can make the finish look like shiny metal. Which, let's see if I can get a good reflection. Where is the sun? Somewhere. The sun is somewhere in the sky. Not sure why it's not visible, but it's right there. Point is, just get a spotlight. When you have something look like shiny metal, it's supposed to shine. Do you look like shiny? No, metal. There you go. Come on. Shiny metal. There we go. It looks like metal. there we go. And then you have other modes as well. Don't die. I'll be right. Then you have like paint mode, which is painting individual flecks. I'll get to flecks later. And then sculpt mode, which lets you take a shape and place it down. And you can sculpt different things. Like if you want to make a picture frame, you turn on guide or grid snap so it snaps to a grid. Stops everything from looking so haphazard. And you can make a picture frame, right? This is not the most efficient way to make a picture frame, but you get the idea. You can use basic shapes. You can stretch shapes. You can indent shapes. You can do a lot of stuff. And so you get basic looks like boxes, cubes, rectangles, and you can get more horrifying things, such as the enemy in the game that we're working on, Susan. This is Susan, by the way. Everyone say hello to Susan. We all love Susan here. Susan's the best. All my homies love Susan. Let me turn off the studio lighting and create my own custom lighting, which is basically a black void, and then my own lights. There we go. Hello, Susan. She is a dead, bloated body that floats in the water. Actually, it swims in the water. Bye, Susan. So yeah, what kind of game are you guys making? We're making a horror game. We all really love Susan. She's great. So yeah, you don't need to make just simple shapes. You can do a lot to make stuff look nice. Like, these little tiny bumps are literally just me cutting out little tiny bumps in. Now, I didn't stamp them one by one, not like this and this and this. You can also ring snap, or sorry, a surface snap, so it stays snapped to the surface of the object. That way it doesn't accidentally clip into it. And you can turn on smear, so instead of doing one by one, it smears it. And the faster you shake around, the more random and dotted it looks, right? Now Susan looks like she's glowing. So, some of the creative aspects of Dreams is that. And then the actual stuff that we're making is this. This is a different level, not the coolest one. Let's do the current one. This. So here is the player model. It's okay. It's kind of hard to walk through the water. So I'm going to run through the water because I have not yet implemented the stamina. That's actually going to be at the very end because I'm going to create like a dynamic stamina bar based on adrenaline. So right now you have infinite adrenaline, basically. But don't worry about that. So let's actually get to the meat and bones of this scene, right? So I'm going to appreciate this corpse here before it's too late, because once let's actually turn this. And we plan on making an adaptation of this in like on PC at some point. But this is we just been working on this for a while, so while I want to get up like making games on PC now, at the time I wasn't thinking about it, but we want to finish this first to do the game justice. So this here is a dead bloated body. It doesn't have a name, unlike Susan. It's just a bloated dead body. You can even see its head kind of underwater. It's just a little hard to see because of the sludge. So, let's summon Susan, shall we? In this area, you have to open 5 valves, right, to decrease pressure in other parts of the map to actually progress. So what we're going to do is I am going to pull them. I already pulled one. Here's the other one. And here comes Susan. I'm going to run away. Yeah, she kind of blocks the pipe. I'm going to go away very quickly because she is coming after me. But the thing is, you can actually push these corpses out of the way and basically distract Susan with a corpse. Watch, there she goes. Right onto it. There she goes. Oh, she lost the trail of the corpse. Eventually the corpses stop moving because, you know, they're drifting in water. You know, friction, all that stuff, resistance. So eventually the corpses stop moving and making noise, and Susan just kind of floats around, or swims around. And if I make any movements, there's a chance that she'll hear me and come towards me. Oh, like this. Oh, no. I'm going to jump. There she comes. And there I go. So you basically have to divert her, stay still. She can't hear you as easily if you go underwater and crawl underwater. So you basically have to hold your breath and move underwater whenever she gets close to you. Otherwise, you're guaranteed to die. and here's like the logic side of stuff. So you have in here, if you're into game development or want to get started into it, this is a great way to get familiar with like coding basics, like logic stuff. Really, naturally, when you're actually coding, you're using more text-based coding, right? So you're gonna have to get familiar with like its syntax and how you tell it to do stuff. But this is a visual representation of that. So in JavaScript, since I just know that one off the top of my head, I forget how if and statements work in other languages. I'm trying to learn C++, but I'll get there someday. You have an AND gate. So like if this and this equal this, or no, if this equal this and this equal this, curly brackets, block of code that you want to execute, closing curly brackets, right? That is condensed into an AND gate. If A and B are active, or you can have 3 inputs, 4 inputs, 5 inputs, however many you want to do. If blank and blank is active, output blank, or result. So if this is on and this is on, right? And oh, hey, this is going to a variable modifier. So if this and this are true, then set ladder timer to 30. That's how that works, right? And you can do simple stuff like that. You can make it a little bit more complicated, right? And have like a string of things doing different stuff. Like if you sense ladder base and they move down, right, beyond a certain point, or like if they move down and they move their joystick down enough, then execute timer. Once timer is executed, so if they do it for a prolonged amount of time, 0.1 seconds, turn on counter. If counter is on, disable movement, disable ladder animation, get off ladder, right? So you can have more complicated stuff come out of it and create all this stuff. So you can kind of build on that and get going. Unreal Engine uses a similar thing. Yeah, I do know that Unreal has the option for visual scripting along with just like C++. So that's how that works in Dreams, which I really appreciate. And what I was just working on was this. So I'm actually going to get to the part that I want to show off. I'm just going to sprint through this water section and not do the valves since it's currently not necessary to progress. Let's go. And when you animate a character, you literally have to animate them keyframe by keyframe. So think like stick figure animation, basically. But instead of drawing a stick figure, next keyframe, drawing the next frame, draw, next frame, draw, next frame, draw. It's move it a little bit. Next frame, move it to its next waypoint. Next frame, move it to its next waypoint. Step by step like that. I'll kind of show you how. It's actually pretty intuitive once you figure out how it works. No mocap, unfortunately. We aren't that cool over here. But let's go through this door. Alrighty. I actually have to update the movement animation a little bit and just make it a little less rocking back and forth because it does get a little bit annoying to control. Okay. So, here's this ladder that I was just showing off a little bit of the logic for, right? The way it works is like this. Let's move our ladder down. If you go up to the ladder and press X, I haven't put like a little thing here saying press X yet. If you press X, you snap to the ladder, right? And then if you go down on the joystick, like you're already at the bottom of the ladder, so if you try to go down more, it just takes you off the ladder. If you try and go up, you go up. Back down again. Back up. Once you get to the top, you push yourself up and snap off of the ladder. And now, you're on the ground. And you can't go back down the ladder though once you've gone off of it. I haven't added that in yet. And then you can crawl through here. Oh, crouch. Crouch again. Go up here. Crawl. Do all that stuff. So, I mean, all in all, it's pretty basic stuff, but it takes time to kind of figure out how to do it. Animations are also really cool. They work like this. You have a timeline. You open it up. you can do by seconds, or if you're making music, you can go by beats and measures. We're going to go by seconds, though, since we're doing an animation. You get a keyframe, which says, hey, at this point in time, at 0 seconds, the character is at, let's say, this position right here, right? At 1 second, and we're going to do a smooth linear transition. We can do exponential, we can do logarithmic, we can do smoothing, no transition, or linear transition. We're going to do linear. At 1 second, I want them to be, or let's mirror, I want their hands to be up here, right? Or actually, let's do 45 degrees. At 2 seconds, I want their hands to be up here. At 3 seconds, oh, there we go. At 3 seconds, up here. At 4 seconds, up here. And so it ends up looking like this, right? Or I can say, I want it to go really quickly between these two and real slowly right there. Whoop, slow. Or I want this to be really slow. So you can control how long it takes to get to a waypoint. That's how animation works. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is the level design aspect and just finishing up some logic so I can actually design the level. Parts of the game that I've already finished are like the first part of the sewers, which I just called from here. I had to spell it like this because you're not allowed to write profanity in Dreams, so I'm being funny with it. But here's an actual finished level for the most part. And everything here you have to model yourself or get from someone else who's already modeled it. So let me turn down the volume because good God. There we go. So there's no pre-made assets. Great name, thank you. So there's no pre-made assets, or there are, but they're not very useful for the most part, right? In Dreams. So when you need an asset, let's say a brick wall, what I do is I just model a brick wall. I get a little rectangle, copy it a bunch into a giant rectangle, right, basically, of bricks, add textures on them, and then and then I copy that wall segment several times to create long stretches of wall. So you can actually see where it ends here because it's brickless, right? A little zigzag. If you want a flare, you just get a cylinder, model a flare, handle flex, and that's how you create, the assets that you need for your game. Or, hey, if someone already made that asset, let's say that I want a pipe. Well, this pipe is okay that I made, but maybe I can find a better pipe. You can go on the Dreamiverse and say, oh, hey, this person made a pipe. I'll use this asset in my game. And you can place it down. And then the game will automatically credit them in the basically used assets list, right, on the details of your dream, saying, hey, this dream uses creations by this person, this person, this person, this person, and it was made in collaboration with this person. It would look something like this. Cugsley and Can the Destroyer. We are collaborating, right? So in collaboration with. Uses creation by Media Molecule, Blau Egwigkeit, this, and you can see which assets to use. And they're all audio because the audio track was made by someone else. The actual assets themselves, everything that you're seeing visually in the scene, is made by me. So that's how that works. And here's just a quick snippet of how large the map is. And then just like in Little Big Planet, you have a thermo limit, right? And you can't exceed it, right? So in here's just how large, though, that limit is. If you do a good job, also studio lighting, it's still loading. If you do a good job while you're making it and optimize it properly, you can make a pretty good amount of stuff, right? Like, again, everything here is modeled, but a lot of the stuff is repeat. So like graphics limit or graphics memory is how much can be uniquely rendered at once, right? What is unique rendering? Well, let's take a look at this flare here. This flare is a single object. Now, it's hard to see, so we're actually going to show you this floor. See how those little streaks on the floor look almost like rectangles? Like little paper, almost like confetti paper? Like those little strips? That's a fleck, right? One fleck takes up a really tiny amount of graphics memory. A million flecks, like for example, this brick wall, see those all those little tiny squares on them that look almost like fuzzy? Those are all different flecks, right? A million flecks might take up 1% graphics memory, or 0.1. A billion flecks might take up 10% graphics memory, right? That's the idea. However, if you render this flare here, and then you make this flare, and then you copy it and place it again over here, it's not rendering twice the flex. It's going to render and it's going to figure out, okay, well, how do I render this object? And it's just going to make a second instance of it. Which means that you're only rendering one object, and then you're just copying in several places. So that's how you save graphics memory. Make one object and find several different unique ways to do it. Like, for example, the floor is also the ceiling. Or all the brick walls here are the same brick wall. And then I just make the hallways long enough to go in intervals. The pipes here, all the same pipe. These stairs here, same as the ceiling stairs. And so you can kind of optimize. But then, the other graphics, or the other thermometer, is gameplay. Gameplay is how many objects can you have in a scene, right? How many uniquely stamped items or assets? So if I have one flare, that's one item. If I copy it, I have two flares and I have two items. If each flare is made of 10 different parts, or 10 different little assets stuck together to make the shape of the flare and all this stuff, then I have 10 items per flare. Or 20 items if I have two flares. So when you make a whole map like this, you have thousands of objects, right? And you have to manage that. Now, the more that you reuse items and just copy and paste them and reorient them to look different, the less graphics you're using, because you're reusing the same rendering item just in a different orientation or a different lighting. So you're using less graphics, but you're using more gameplay because you're copying more. If you make larger objects, right? Think instead of just a small square, like this square here is an item. If I rendered, say, the entire catwalk as one rendered item, right, instead of just copying and pasting squares, that uses less gameplay because now I only have one object, not 10, but I'm rendering not one tiny object and repeating it, I'm rendering one large object with a bunch of unique flecks. So then your graphics goes up. And so if you're good at optimizing between the two of those, you can get a good balance and have a pretty large scene all in all. Like, I've only gone down one hallway that you can go down, right, basically. This scene has probably around 10 different routes that you can go through, and probably like a dozen or so rooms that you can navigate through and see. This is just one of them. Like, I'll actually show you a little offshoot that you can go down. Let's go this way. But, I mean, the actual size was pretty large. I'm curious though, Stroopy. Or no, Stroop. Stroop Way. I'm curious though, Stroop Way. What in general are you like trying to get into game dev for? Are you making horror games, narratives, action, thriller, puzzles, mobile games, desktop games? I mean, like what's your passion? By the way, this here is an optional area that I'm going to. You don't have to go here, but you can. Actually, I created a whole new mechanic that the player can do just for this one area. I see. So you probably want to go into the more nitty-gritty side of stuff. The final product isn't necessarily important. More just, I guess, the fun and the act of creating something that works. That's cool. So in this area here, you can actually swim. You basically never swim anywhere else in the game except for right here. But it just, you're in a sewer. There had to be something that was deep. And if you go there, I don't want you to just go into the water and die. You need to be able to drown properly. So I added a swim mechanic. And a little fun fact, if I go down, watch this. 1, 2. Now let me go back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It takes about 4 times as long to go up out of the water as it does to go down. So actually, it's really easy to swim down. It's very difficult to swim back up. Just a little fun thing there to kind of get the feeling of bathyphobia or the fear of depth. You also have like kind of like diving bells, right, for maintenance, because people have to go down here and fix pipes. If you go down too far, though, you actually get attacked by that thing that comes after you. It's Susan, again. We all love Susan. Don't know why I did that, because I didn't even get to show you the other cool part of the level. But yeah, no. Big map. Really big map. Hi, Susan. Love Susan. And you can make music on here, too, I guess. That's pretty cool, too. I make music as well. But I'm pretty passionate about the games. I mean, and the music. I do like the music. I won't lie. I'm going to grab some water real quickly. I'll stay on the mic. I'm just going to... You guys with me in the kitchen. So, if I accidentally select something, it's because this controller uses motion control, like gyroscope. So I'm not using a joystick right now. I'm just tilting my controller very violently at that. So as I'm walking to the kitchen, I'm going to be turning a lot and moving my hands a lot. So sounds like I'm selecting Ode to Joy and Wicked, probably some other stuff. There we go. I've set it down. I'm curious, do you like music, Stroopway? Or do you listen to anything in particular? That's better. I love water. All my homies love water. Water's the best. Fuck yeah, water. Alright. This stream is not sponsored by water. Alright. There we go. Let's see. What do I want to work on now? Probably the... somewhere between fucked and really fucked, I think. I was just asking, so, you can also make music on here too, which is pretty cool. I'm more into the games as of right now, but I'm pretty passionate about the music as well. Do you listen to any music, Stroopway? Or like, do you have any genres you like, or do you like make music? Also, hello, other people in. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to chime in and chat, or don't. Your choice. So, let's see. So let's copy this. So yeah, this right here is just one rendered item, and if I go in really closely, you can see the little squares and more. Oh, geez, let me get the right angle. You can see these little squares right here. There's a little square right there, little square. Let me just. Okay, you know what? You're not making this easy. Hold on. This is a. Let me just put a fleck down. This is a fleck, and objects like these are made out of millions of flecks. Like you can have a fleck that looks like a square. You can have a fleck that looks like a splat, or like a bunch of cubes, or a bunch of dots. Can you please orient yourself in a way that's visible? There we go. And so you can change basically the texture of certain objects, right? With these little flecks here. And that is what takes up graphics memory. You like quite a variety of music, honestly, though I've made some music on piano before, or some songs on piano before. That's cool. Honestly, I would say if you like making music, Dreams might actually be a really good investment. Just because of the fact that most DAWs are like 100, 200 bucks at least. That's if you don't get plugins. Dreams again is like 20, I think. Dreams PS4 price. How much does it currently cost? Allow. Let me just open this up here. No, 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 no. Not on the app because I own it. It'll know that I own it and it'll tell me. Yeah, it's $20. It's $20. But yeah, if you want to hear some of the music that you can make on here, I'll happily show you my stuff. Shameless plugin. I will do it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even have to shamelessly plug myself in. I'll just shamelessly plug in general. Like, if you ask for fucking country or something, I'll find someone who's made country on here. I'll do it. Don't try me. I will find someone. But I make EDM to be exact. So if you want like dubstep or brostep, then I'll shamelessly plug myself. But otherwise, I'll shamelessly plug someone else. God damn it. Alrighty. But Dreams is surprisingly capable with its ability for music production. Like, I actually am learning how to use a Reaper. So if you know like Ableton, FL Studio, stuff like that, then you generally know how DAWs work. Um, Dreams is pretty similar in some ways, different in others. Depends on how you manage your workflow. But it's surprisingly capable nonetheless. So you can actually do more on Dreams than I would expect for what it's worth. So it's actually pretty good. There is some limit to it, like you can't export, but you can use a capture card if you want to, and capture the high quality audio like that. Like there are ways, but it's actually really well made all in all. It's actually kind of shocking. Okay, so I have that here. Let's get some more pipes. You can never have enough pipes. Big old pipe right there. Maybe like a small one right here. Yeah, right there. I like long pipes too, but I need to have a point at which the pipe stops. So really big pipe. And then considerably smaller pipe. And then bring that pipe over here. And then other really big pipe. There we go. I like pipes. What sounds wrong out of context? Clearly not me talking about big, thick, beautiful, amazing pipes. Big old long pipes. Longest of pipes. Big girth. Proper 2-foot diameter pipes. Couldn't have been that. Alright, so where was I? Yes. More pipes. Can never have enough pipes. Okay. And if you say I can have enough pipes, you're not just wrong, you're stupid. And ugly, just like your mom. That was a Cat in the Hat reference. That was a Cat in the Hat reference. That was a Cat in the Hat reference. I am not actually insulting you or your mother. That was a Cat in the Hat reference. Just to make sure we're all aware, that was indeed a Cat in the Hat reference. Cool. So, let's make this one really big. Big pipe. All right, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. Awesome. Amazing. Cat in the Hat is a pipe dream. Yeah. Yeah. I love that movie. I'm talking about the movie, by the way, with Mike Myers, not the book. The book is okay too. The short story Cat in the Hat, it's all right. Probably not Dr. Seuss's finest work, but definitely his most iconic. But my God, that movie is something else. Yeah, we're just gonna take this player and plop him up here. I don't feel like having to navigate all the way back, so I'm gonna be lazy. Oh my God, that's so crazy. I appear to have just materialized up here. Holy shit. Well, I guess I'm up here now. That's so wacky. All right, so we're gonna crawl through here, right? Also, another important clips have been appearing on your For You page recently. I've just been getting flashbacks, more like flash banged. Fuck. Every time I see a Cat in the Hat clip, it's the most godforsaken, unholy thing I've seen that day. It's all fun and games until Cat chops off his own tail, then threatens to sue children, or gets hit in the balls with a bat and starts swinging on a wooden bench swing in a sundress. I it was pretty bad, but like awesome. Like I love it. I think the humor is right up my alley. That is my kind of humor, you know? Really, but it's not for everyone. I've noticed it's not for everyone. Let's save that now. Okay. Oh yeah. So, would you like to hear some music on here as well? If you'd like, I can show you some stuff I've made. I'll even let you pick. Alrighty. Yeah, I probably should have brought the water that I drank down with me. I did not do that, so I'm not sure why I did not have the foresight to think that one through. Cool. Okay. So, first, I'll give you a choice between two albums, right? One is finished, one is my newest one, but still in the works. Only a few songs are finished. You can pick between Wicked and Octane. I don't know why that one has a clip, but this one doesn't. That's weird. Finished song? No. These are albums. So there are finished songs in both of them, right? Octane is a little older, so it's all right, I think, but it has a larger catalog of finished songs. Wicked, let's get rid of the ones that aren't finished. Alright, Vibin, Injector, Duck Power, Step Up, Spectre, Wonder Fireball, AI Invasion. Wicked is finished. Fax is so close to finished that I think it counts. Okay, so we have a remix I did, Vibin, Wicked, which is the main song on the album, and then Fax. It sounds like you're aiming towards Wicked. Sounds like you're aiming towards Wicked, so I'll show that one off. But then on Octane, I'll also show you the tracks there. Don't listen to the previews because Dreams will take a preview off the first save of that song, which is like not good because that's the first save, so it was before I actually made anything. That one's actually pretty accurate. You have Ron, which is dubstep, Note to Self, dubstep, Croak, dubstep, Stomach Burn, dubstep, Burnout, dubstep. Octane doesn't sound like that. Don't know what that is. That's Dark Step. EK doesn't have a violin in it. Ignore the violin. That one is dubstep-ish, pretty sure. Exhaust is kind of complextro, I think. Ignition is something. Gasoline is bro step. FU nerd is... I don't know what FU nerd is. This isn't on the album anymore, technically. We're gonna get rid of that. And then there's Surprise, which is like bro step. And then Wicked is also bro step. Fax is dubstep, Vibin is house, and dubstep. So if any of those just caught, and I don't expect you to remember all of those songs, and which ones I mentioned, but just if any of them caught your eye, then we'll do that one. Or not caught your ear. The previews sound pretty cool. Thank you. They are not accurate though. I'm gonna make sure we know that. If you want suggestions, Wicked and Fax are my favorite. On the new one. On the old one, EK, or Engine Knocker, Surprise, and Ron are pretty good. Vibin is good too, actually. Vibin is on the new one. That's cool, but it's not done yet. Wicked? Awesome. Good choice. Great choice. Awesome choice. Here we go. This is Wicked. Here we go. You know, I'm gonna turn up the volume. I realize it's still at like 3. Max volume, so if you like listening to it loud, you can. If you don't, I would suggest you turn down your volume to about 80%. Here we go. Maybe this is like similar to FL Studio. I don't know. I'll explain the nuances of like making music here shortly, but basically you just have like tracks. You can have a MIDI keyboard for your melodies. You can have a drum kit kind of layout for your beats, kind of like a beat kit. And then keyframes, the same things I use for animation, you can also use to animate values and sliders. Cool thing there, right? So like this one here animates the filter, right? Doesn't say it's like it does. Oh, I see. So like you'll see here if I let me just deselect everything to make sure I'm not doing anything crazy. There we go. So like if you go through the timeline, you see that the filter's value changes because of that keyframe down there. That's how keyframes work. Here we go. This is Wicked. So that's wicked. What do you think? And while you respond to that as well, oh, that was quick. Thank you. And the best part is the reason why I like Dreams so much for like making music is there's only 3 assets used in this song. One of them doesn't count because it's just me whispering, so we'll get rid of that. Doesn't sound anything other than just me whispering. So the song sounds basically the same without that here, right? Like this part, for example, without the whispering, basically the same. So this is going to be releasing relatively soon. I just have to get a capture card to get the high quality audio that I'm going to be releasing to SoundCloud. That's where I release all my music. So the whispering doesn't count. So there's only 2 instruments, the drum kit and the beep. The drum kit is how I get my kicks, snares, and hi-hats. That's it, right? The beep, every sound that you've heard, right? So let me actually show you what I mean by that. If I get rid of the kick, here's what's really cool about Dreams. It's just how capable it is. If I get rid of the kick, right? All that's left is the beep, and fire clap, which is basically the accentuation to the snare. Let me get rid of the clapping, it's just me clapping, right? But the actual EDM parts, this part, this part, this part, this part, this part, all of these are the exact same noise. So all of these are just me saying beep. Like if I were to take, let's do, you can actually hear it there. Let's take this one, right? Let's get rid of the mix, which is currently kind of like a mix between a square and a saw wave. Sounds like that now. There's no wave oscillation, just the sound file now, right? Let's get rid of the resonant filter. Let's get rid of the distortion. Let's get rid of the granular synthesis. Let's get rid of the pitch shift. Let's turn off the EQ now. Let's turn off the chorus. And let's set the offset back to where it was before. Oh, and then let's also turn off the legato mode. And let's move it down to a pitch so we can understand it at. Beep, 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 beep. So yeah, everything here is just me saying beep, or it's a drum kit / addition to the drum kit. So yeah, you can do a pretty good amount in terms of actual sound design with Dreams, which is fun. I'm actually quite happy about that. This is how I got into making music, is through Dreams. So some of the stuff sounds pretty good like this, other stuff sounds considerably not as good. It's a mix. But yeah, so I'd actually wholeheartedly recommend it just for that, since it's so good with sound design. Like, for example, latest version of this one, Fax. I use a drum kit and just one sound bite, which is... I'm not even going to get into it. There's a lot of automation going. You know what? Let me try it. Turn this off. 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 What is this? I don't know what sound I'm making, but yeah, it's like a oh. Or I don't know. I don't know what sound that's supposed to be. Point is, that's the sound. And you end up with this. So yeah, making music is extremely fun on here. I like this song a lot. It's coming along nicely. It's not finished yet, but it's almost. But I'm not going to play the whole thing. I can't give away all the tracks before ahead of time, despite the fact that I desperately want to. So yeah, you can do a lot of stuff on here. Some people make EDM like me. Some people make like guitar stuff or like piano stuff. You can really do whatever you want. That's pretty cool too. But yeah, I think I might actually cut it quits now because I have to take my medicine and you take like stuttering or slurring my words. It usually takes about 20 minutes for me to actually take it. It's sublingual, so I can't talk while I'm doing it. I might stream later. I don't know. Well, yeah, I'll probably call it quits now. Hey, thank you for watching and joining in, Mr. Boyfell. Good to see you. I hope to see you again. It's nice having you in. And yeah, I'll probably come back later. Keep in mind, I'm a bit of an odd one. I don't actually have a streaming schedule. Last time I streamed was about 18 days ago. I was streaming Lies of P. So, yeah, I just kind of appear and disappear. So you might never see me again. You might see me in a week. It's a gamble. So if you do see me streaming, buy a lottery ticket. Alrighty, and then lastly, before I go, I have one last thing I want to say here, and this is extremely important. Before I leave, or actually no, after I leave, make sure that you, and I want to make sure this is very clear, under all circumstances,